What's up, Group Coach Nation? This thing comes up quite a bit. I say that a lot because we get a lot of these questions and we try to compile them. But this thing about being worried about not selling enough, or the interesting flip side of that is like selling too much when it comes to coaching and consulting services. This is a real thing. Obviously, let's talk about the not selling too much because that's the easy one to like identify. Not easy to solve, easy to identify. Not selling enough. What if I don't get enough consulting or coaching clients? Totally get it. If you're doing one-on-one coaching or consulting or done for you, then you got to keep loading that hopper, right? And I get it, big deal. If you're selling a group coaching model or a mastermind, yeah, you got to sell enough seats. I totally get that fear. Let me dive in a second. The flip side of this is kind of fascinating though, right? What if you sell too much? I don't know if you've been there. I've been there. So many people have like experienced this like seasonally. I don't mean winter, spring, fall. I mean, just as your business ebbs and flows, you sell, prospect, because oh my gosh, you got to get things going. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I got like 3 new clients, 5 new clients, 7 new clients. And then all of a sudden your workload increases so much that your prospecting stops, right? Been there, done that a few times. And then all of a sudden you're making good cash, you're delivering. But in order for you to maintain that level of good quality work for your clients, all of a sudden you're down again on prospecting, which means you're going to hit that cycle. The roller coaster is going to go back down. That's a real thing. So here's the trick. If you learn how to prospect effectively and you do that really well and you build a little system around it and get it going, it's so easy to do that. You're going to get clients. Like we teach people how to do that all the time. So obvious, you're going to get clients. The thing is, you got to service those clients. That's why we went in Group Coach Nation. That's why we started this brand, is because we used to do one-on-one coaching and consulting. And then we realized this roller coaster we're on is insane. And we wanted to get off. And so getting off the roller coaster was the way to just simply end all of that madness and learn prospect in a very straightforward, systemized way. If you don't have prospects, don't have a consistent flow of leads, you don't have a business, you're just getting lucky. So I don't want to get lucky. I want to have that consistent flow of prospects. And then I want to have a way to consistently deliver in a way that allows me to take on 3 new clients, 10 new clients, 5 new clients, whatever, and not get bogged down, because I got to keep prospecting and I got to keep my team on that. And so here's the magic. A simple group coaching program is such an easy fix for this. This is why we did it in our own team, is because it allows us to prospect and put people into group coaching settings, which, wow, they change faster than they ever did one-on-one. And wow, their results are long-term and sustainable because of their accountability and structure and support, all those things. Like if you're thinking about how do I sell my expertise and my information, do a group coaching model. All right. Doesn't have to be a high ticket mastermind. It could be a low ticket. Just when I say low ticket group coaching model, I don't mean like $47 a month. Please don't do that. I promise you, you're wasting your time and you're wasting the time of your clients. Unless you have a huge, massive market, you are going to not be sustainable in that model. Start with $5,000 or more for a group coaching program. If it takes you a year and you put 20 people in there, if it takes you 6 months and it takes you 12 weeks to deliver whatever your thing is, and you put 20 people in there, awesome. You could have 50 people in a group coaching model. The higher up you go to group coaching is like at least 5K, okay? 5 to 15K, somewhere in there. Once you get above that 15K mark, you can start calling that a mastermind and like put a smaller group of people together. A mastermind is just a more advanced group coaching model. It's a little more attention, a little more time with you, a higher level, more serious group of buyers and people, and they're trying to change their lives like you are. If you're putting that together for yourself and your audience, start with a group coaching model if you're scared of that high ticket stuff, but at least go 5K or above. Getting the prospects is not that hard, okay? We can show you how to do that. Lean in, ask us questions, drop us a DM. We'll send you videos, whatever you need. We're going to try to get you get the prospects, then learn how to sell those, create an offer that resonates for a group. Get the prospects, get 10 people in a group. Even if you're only charging $5,000, which I promise that's the low end, you can easily charge more than that because your expertise is for real. It might not be valued that high in your mind because you already know it. But I promise you, people who are trying to learn what you want to share with them, they want to know what you got. Help them out. So charge at least 5K. And if you only get 10 people in your first group, that's $50,000. And let's say it takes you 90 days to deliver on that. Well, while you're delivering that, go out, be prospecting for the next group. Get that thing rolling. I'm not saying 50 is the best quarter ever. I'm just saying $50,000 to get paid to build your content and create your first big step in a business that sells your information in coaching and consulting. Oh, yeah. Most people simply just go build an e-course like over a weekend or a month, and they don't get paid before they do it. And all of a sudden they're in a place where they're not getting paid, have spent all the time you're going to spend anyway. They're trying to prospect, sell something low ticket they've already built without a true connection to the market. So much there. Like, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You got this. Relax. I promise you there are people who will pay you. I'm telling you, I'm trying not to put a limiting belief in your mind. This $5,000 mark is nothing. They will pay you 5 or 10, 15K on the lower end of these group coaching models to change their life. We're not trying to sit down and say, hey, sell something that's just putting people in a group and take their money. No, that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying they're going to work with you over the course of 6 months or a year anyway if you sell them one-on-one coaching or consulting, right? Let them pay you and put them in a group because they will change faster. There's so much around this from a research standpoint. You and I change 5 times faster. Again, on average person, blah, blah, blah. 5 times faster when we're in group settings than we do one-on-one. That's because we're humans and we love learning while somebody else is learning with us. We get so many aha moments from somebody else saying, oh my gosh, I just learned this. And you're like, yeah, I learned that too. And then they're like, oh, wow, I should do that. And you're sharing ideas. That's why I teach groups. That's why I teach masterminds and group coaching programs. That's why we teach you guys how to do masterminds and group coaching programs, because people change faster. There's accountability built in, there's structure built in, there's so many aha moments. There's so much rapid fire change that happens in a collective that pulls everyone up way faster. Here's the magic of that though. The people who change the fastest in groups are people who pay and actually do what you say to do, right? We've all been there. We've all had people in our groups who just don't do everything you say to do. They don't implement the way they're supposed to, whatever it is. That's okay. That's on them. And it's not a bad thing on them. It could be just not the right time. Maybe they had something going on in life, whatever. No big deal. But people who pay real money for your expertise will typically take way stronger action at doing what you say to do. Those are the clients you want to work with. They're the ones who love accountability because they're driven. They're going to love a group. It works. It works. I don't know that was insanely profitable. It's hyper profitable, I'm saying right now, but I'm saying practical. Like I didn't give you the step 1, 2, 3, go do this. Go to groupcoachnation.com, lean in, ask us a question like, okay, I get it. Oh my gosh, there's a light bulb, Chris. What do I do about this? Like, ask us. I promise we'll point you in the right direction. But here's the thing. First thing for you is you got to get that mind shift going of realizing I don't need to be chasing this roller coaster, selling my information, one-on-one consulting and coaching, getting all my time taken up by delivery, and then stopping prospecting, stopping selling, and all of a sudden be back at the bottom of the trough again. You got to get off the roller coaster. If you're going to have a sustainable business, it's not going to be just like best quarter ever, but like sustainable business where you can consistently deliver, consistently grow, consistently predict where you're going to be year after year after year growing. You have to move to a scalable model. You just do. That's literally the reason we moved to this model. I'm just telling you our own story because we were so sick of the roller coaster. You got to get past the one-on-one consulting coaching done for you model and get to something scalable, particularly if you're interested in coaching and consulting and monetizing your knowledge, helping people grow with your knowledge, but getting paid while you're doing it. And the reason we went down the group coaching mastermind space is because we actually tried the e-course and books and all that kind of stuff. Well, what's up? So good to see you. Yeah, let me answer. Yeah, when they pay attention. Yes, so true, right? I'm so glad you said that. The more they pay, the more they're willing to take action. I love the way you're saying that. Yeah. Am I Sifu? Am I saying your name right, Sifu? Correct me if I'm wrong. Great to see you, by the way. Yeah. Ultimately, what you're saying here is so true. When they pay attention. When I first started shifting from one-on-one. I was selling like low ticket e-courses, like $2,000 and 2,000 US, digital ebooks, the stuff, right? 3-part video series, all those things, the value ladder. And I realized, because some other people in a mastermind I was in that was designed to help people sell e-courses, they're like, oh, you got to have a mastermind first, Chris. You got to have a group coaching program, a high ticket group coaching program first. And then you can build all the lower ticket stuff. Like, start at the top rung of the value ladder. So that's what I started doing. And all of a sudden we were scalable, we were hyper profitable, and it gave me the ability to get paid to deliver the information, record all of that, turn into all these cool things. You can do the same, but you got to start with that in mind. You really do. Don't start at the bottom of the value ladder. Start at the top. Start at the top. Invite people up to the top rung of the value ladder. And if they can't quite reach it, build them a pathway to reach it. Help them get there. Get them a payment plan. Get them a structure. Give them some quick things to start with so they can be able to afford the top rung of your value ladder. You can help them grow. Help them grow. So important, so amazing. So great to see you guys. Keep asking your questions. We'll keep dumping out information here. We just want you to be able to move from that one-on-one to that group coaching model and actually get your life back. That is so, so important. Get the freedom you want. If you're like me, I got into the business because I wanted freedom. I wanted time and money freedom. Let's just call it what it is. No, nothing wrong with that. I wanted to have more time with my family and more time to do fun stuff. Yes, I love your service first approach. I'm so glad you say that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, by the way. It's so great to see you guys. We're all entrepreneurs, and I'm so glad you brought this service first approach, because what I'm saying right now sounds like it's not service first. But think about this. I'm just being honest here, folks. We became entrepreneurs to help people, yes. To leave a legacy, yes. All those things, yes. I get it. That's important. But we wanted to make a living, right? And we wanted to be able to control what's going on around us and like control our own destiny in this stuff. That comes down to time and money freedom. That's what it comes down to. But the one-on-one consulting coaching model is a dead-end street for controlling your time and money. Yes, you'll make more money. Yep, sure will. Because you're going to be selling your time for more value, which is a really good thing. You should be valuing your time. But you only have 12 hours a day to work, maybe 16 if you're just going to go nutso on it. But if you're actually going to get your time and your money together, you have to go scalable, right? The coolest thing about this service first approach is that scalability does not have to mean lower quality. And that's what I focused on. That's why we built Group Coach Nation, was because I realized, okay, a lot of people are complaining about, I was in a mastermind, in a group coaching program, whatever, and it was just not quite right. It was like super expensive, and it used to be awesome, evidently, but the quality is degraded over time. None of us want to experience that. None of us do. And as coaches, we've probably all made little mistakes like that. But ultimately, you can deliver the best quality information in a scalable model by putting together a high ticket group coaching program or mastermind. Call it what you want. There's a little bit of differences, but let's just be generic here for a second. You should get paid for your expertise, and you should do that in a scalable model. Put people in a group. They will change 5 times faster than they will if you're one-on-one with them. They'll maintain their knowledge for a much longer period of time and actually take knowledge and implement their life. Accountability structures, all built in, plus profitability and time management for you. So you can actually reinvest in you, the support structure for them, and growing who you are so you can be a better coach, consultant for them and not burn out. A lot there, right? Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. But a lot there. That's so much that's important for us as entrepreneurs, not just coaches, consultants, but like the business model. Take a deep look at the business model you're running. Is it doing what's right for you? Is it giving you freedom? If it's not, then it's not giving you what's right for your clients. You have to create freedom so you can serve your people. You really do. Oh, what's up, Rayson? Dude, I was just on Rayson's show like 5 minutes ago. This is so great. Hello from Singapore, buddy. Yeah. I enjoyed our podcast episode earlier too, man. It's so great to see you, dude. What a phenomenal host. Thanks so much for having me on your show. Like, I'm so honored. Like, truly so honored. Thanks for like staying up, rocking what you're doing. I think I'm episode 130 on Rayson's show. Like, he is in the top 1 or 2% of podcasters, simply because he stuck with it, but also because of the way he delivers his content and like the way he's focused on actually getting this stuff done. So Rayson, keep crushing it, buddy. Back to this one more thing, service first thing, because I love that comment. When you're on the airplane, like, you got to put your air mask on before you put your neighbors or your child's or your dog's or whatever's air mask on. That's not being selfish. That's being service first oriented. You have to build a sustainable business model, right? Because if you don't have that sustainable business model, you won't be there in a year or two to serve your clients. And if you don't have that like client oriented group going on, they will learn slower. I promise you, put them in a group. You'll be sustainable. They'll be faster, and their knowledge and transformation will be sustainable. It's cool. It's really great. I think that's a shift, like going from a house with just candles to finally a house with electricity, or a house with no plumbing to a house with plumbing. Like, lots of things that like are major shifts in people's lives or cultures' lives. Like, this is like oh my gosh, the research shows it. Get to it, do it right. Rayson, saying my pleasure. I'm honored to have you on. Oh man, so great to be on your show too. Pleasure's mine. Promise, all mine. Okay, y'all. There's a good Southern term from Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm from. Okay, everybody. Okay, you guys, do the work, get the results. Go to groupcoachnation.com. Find any information you need. Reach out to us here, wherever you're finding this. Jot a chat down. Mention me. Direct message me. I don't care. My team or I'll pick it up. We'll point you in the right direction. Our goal is to like answer your questions. You're like, okay, Chris, I'm catching on, finally getting it. Great. Lean in, ask questions. Say whatever you want to say. We'll do our best to get you really good information back. That is why we and this whole Group Coach Nation community are here hanging out. Okay. I love it. Thanks for hanging out. Talk soon.